So as we said, this is a very split map. Very good for both of these races to be able to turtle on, and for Zerg to play that swarm style that we like to see from them so much, where they're able to just send units to their death to do damage to the other player's economy and army, and just continually be able to pump out those units at such a pace that the other player can't keep up. Both players mannering up. The blender turning on behind me.
Yeah, that's
Very
kind of annoying,
great
but alright.
time.
Let's ignore the blender and let's just introduce these players. In the bottom right, we have our very good son, good helper, and our fourth semifinalist, ProundGinger.
And I don't know if we introduced
We did not. And in the bottom
Jules.
left, I was going to him next. Our player that Blargety really cares if we introduce, he was all worried about. The very nice Jules, who let the very good son go help his father. TheJewls.
The blender is turning on again, so I'm gonna try to mute this.
Tell him to make me a drink.
I don't know if it's working.
Well, we don't really have much to talk about in the early game. What are you guys making over there? Nope, not talking to me. Alright, good talk. Looks like he's just going 1 racks. I would like to see a 1 racks expand though against this Zerg. I don't want to see any 3 racks again with no pressure behind it. I mean, it's a good build. Nothing really straight flawed with it, but he didn't execute it correctly, or to the maximum capacity, I should say, each game. The first game he turtled with it, but he should have expanded behind it. And the second game he expanded behind it and moved out, but that's just really, really bad timing. And it looks like ProundGinger is going to do that. Obviously known 15 hatch. And seeing that, never mind, seeing that, he has a gas going down. So looks like we're going to have an early 2 racks. Man, if he comes out with an early 3rd barracks too,
I'm gonna be kind of mad.
I do. I'm not gonna be mad. But like, come on. I want to see a 1 racks expand. No, it looks like he's building his supply depot. He is not sacrificing those SCVs to get that 3rd barracks up. He is just continuing to macro up. So it looks like he actually is, like I said in the last game, going to do just a 2 racks, but in his base, and just maybe do some pressure. But it's not cheesy. It's not risky. Your barracks are in your base. Just put out a little bit of pressure. Maybe put a bunker down, force some lings, and then just get out of there. You don't really have to worry about too much damage, or your barracks having to lift off and fly all the way home or anything. And you can expand behind it pretty safely. But
that tech lab is going down on that first barracks. I would like to see the Terran player throw a bunker in his natural and expand behind it. And again, we're seeing Terran take the map control from the Zerg.
Very nice. Map control is always big, and on this map, it actually is extremely important because, like I've said in the very first game, again, you get both those towers. Really, the thing you only have to worry about would be from Zerg and Mutalisk flying down the bottom, and vice versa, drop ships flying down the bottom. But if you get, yeah, I know. His barracks is a little bit later though. I feel like he might have a little bit of a better build in mind. He's not just rushing the 3 barracks. He kind of he got the stim pack up, or he got the reactor up, the tech lab up, kind of just scattered here and there. He's getting an engineering bay up. His build, it's not the same exact thing. I mean, it's close enough though. It's just going to be a lot of Marines. He's going to get stim pack and then push out really early with +1 in stim pack. It looks like. But anyway, back to the Marines and or medevacs at Mutalisk. If you just get a little sensor tower right here, you covered that as well, or some overlords lining right here, here. You basically have this completely, you can see the entire thing. A sensor tower even here and here, you can basically see the entire map. So it's a really easy split map situation, but yet again, it doesn't look like we'll be seeing that, because it looks like, at least for right now, TheJewls is looking to do a lot of pressure early on. But there he does go, throwing the command center down as I say that, just wanting to prove me wrong yet again.
All right, ProundGinger taking the map control with a couple of Zergling. He's got one outside the natural of our green Terran player. He did poke up the ramp and see these Marines, so he does know that there is a lot of bio on the field right now because he did scout these 7 Marines. And on a side note, you ever wonder what's inside of a supply depot?
No, it's an SCV's home. Haven't you ever heard the Nerd Alert song?
Oh. I was always wondering. Anyways, back to the game.
Simple Life of it was an SCV.
It's very, very green inside of there. And it looks like it's building something. Every now and then sparks fly out of it. Anyways, back to...
this one looks like it has like a This one's like a high-tech home. It's got dish cable and everything. Look at that. Anyway, back to the real game that's going on here.
We got some Marines moving out. Looks like they're going to take the watchtower from this Zergling.
Looks like he got some
Our Zerg
Banelings
player
preparing,
seeing
though.
this, he's going to run away and save that Ling.
He's getting some Banelings to prepare. He should be able to deal with this pretty fine. He has a lot of Lings. Even if the Banelings don't get huge hits off, they hit that Marine in front or something, that amount of Lings should be able to clean it up very easily. And I would like to see him move that Overlord in, though, too. And get some scouting done, because all his Marines, as you can see, or most of them I should say, are out of his base. He can get some good scouting done right now. But
Also, now would be a really good time to drop that layer tech. He's got the gas, he's got the minerals. He's not dropping the layer tech, though. Again, same thing we were having with the other Zerg player. Kind of waiting to get into that layer phase, saving the gas for whatever reason.
I'd like to see him take a third as well.
Yeah, he's pretty safe, I think, at this time. He's got enough Lings to deal with these Marines, too, without using the Banelings, so.
And there they go, running right after them, chasing them down.
Going
Same
for that
thing we saw
surround,
last game.
epic
Oh,
surround.
very nice.
Those Marines are all dead.
Yep.
Didn't even shoot
Not
back.
even a single. That one Zergling's like, come on, guys, really? Why did you shoot me? There's so many Zerglings here, and I took a shot to the face. I took an arrow to the knee for all of you. That was a really anti-timing for him too, because Stammen's about to finish in 4 seconds.
That Ling decided he's not going to the fight. Fuck that. I'm staying in the tower. I got shot in the face.
And all those Lings, or half those Lings went in there and died, but they took out 4 Marines. It was actually a pretty efficient trade, but right as he went in there, Stim finished up, and he couldn't really do any more damage. They stimmed up, and he just had to run away. He is going to work on combat shields now to get that life going up, so I feel like
Zerg player taking his third.
and the starport is going up. So everything is going, and the layer's coming down too. Everything's just progressing into the mid game. Got starport up, third up, layer up, double evos going down. I would like to see a continuing on the upgrade for the Terran though. He kind of lackluster because he only has 2 in gas in the main though, so that's really hindering him.
Yep, and it looks like on the Zerg side of things, we've been missing a couple of injects, so maybe throwing down a couple of creep tumors to get rid of some of that extra energy, get your creep spread going out a little bit more. That's also going to help you, defend your bases. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to take map control away. Also, creep spread is just amazing against Terran because a lot of Terran players are afraid to step on the creep because it reveals the position of their army, lets you get better positioning on them. And in order to get rid of that creep, they're going to have to scan or get it Raven. So it's going to cost them economy to get rid of your creep, and creep is
really
free for the Zerg. So
it makes you be able to drone up so hard too, because when you see the army, that's when you can start building units. Because no one
got a couple of Widow Mines.
No one attacks on creep. They'll clear the creep up, and it just gives you so much time. It stalls so much. Creep tumors, OP.
Yeah, we're seeing Jules throw out his favorite 2 Widow Mines. He did that in the last game against the Zerg that we watched him in as well. And those Widow Mines proved to be very, very good for him.
Looks like he has double starport up. I'm a little shocked that neither of them are going over to the reactor, but it looks like he's getting Hellions out of the reactor. He's a little bit supply blocked right now, though, but they'll be coming out soon enough. And the other side of things, though, is he got a macro hatch, and his second evolution chamber was a little delayed because instead of building that, he built a macro hatch with that Zergling. So his +1 character is still a little bit behind, but either way, it's going to be pretty nice ups because it looks like the Terran is only working on +1 attack right now. So when that all finishes, they'll both be 1-1, so it'll be pretty even. And you got a macro hatch in the main, so that Queen's energy should be draining pretty quickly now.
This Overlord that's been hanging out back here the entire game, it doesn't really scout at anything.
Nope.
If you put it on ProundGinger's view, he has no idea what's going on in the main right now.
Perfect timing though. He just morphed into an Overseer. Could be sending that in any second.
Oh, well, see that's that awesome timing.
I would like to see some reactor starport instead of seeing 2 of them though. Just a personal thing, or I'm not sure if he has a mind in that later. Like he'll get reactors on him later when he sees Brood Lords and just get 4 Vikings at a time. Like what's exactly going through his mind when he does that? But I would personally, it's less gas, less investment to just get 1 with a reactor. But I'm not Terran. I also like to see him take his gases at the natural and at least take a third, or at least push out and kind of test the waters, not let the let the Zerg just macro up like that.
Alright, we're seeing this creep spread start by the Zerg player. He really needs to connect his main. Maybe fill up his whole main with creep, that way he can spot those drops coming in.
I think that's something that we've been seeing an issue with all day, is not clearing up the main with creep, just going from the natural on.
Yep, and this Overlord is now an Overseer, and it's still doing his own thing back here. He's just kind of hanging out.
I would like to see the Zerg take a 4th and a 5th, honestly. He's not getting pressure at all, and he has the money.
Yeah,
He's also low
that would.
supply blocks, and he's making a queen at the main because he actually ran out of energy to double inject. He had only had enough for 1 inject the last go around, so he's making a queen there.
And he does have this creeping queen out here. That's very nice. These Zergling gonna go out. I think they're gonna go make sure that Terran isn't taking a third. That's what
But
it
he
looks like to
is.
me.
Oh, that Widowmine can get a good shot off. Um, I would like to see a Greater Spire and an Ultra's Den, honestly, right now, instead of just one or the other. Because
Yeah,
he has the
keep
Spire
both
done,
options open.
and he has the Hive, and he has, even though he's only on 3 bases, just taking his 4th now, he still has the ability to take like 3 bases, so he should be on every tech that you can possibly have, and keep the upgrades of flowing.
Exactly, and getting that Overseer in right now will be huge. He'd be able to see everything that's going on. These two not reactor starports, which are clearly just producing medevacs.
Got a little drop going on though in his 3rd. Didn't get too much damage done, and a fungal could be huge here. Oh, and it hits everything with that one marine. It's like, nah, I got this. And he's like, oh, you douchebag driver. He got away though.
Saving those drones,
two
though, that was a
marines.
very good call. A lot of players will just let their drones kind of die on this league.
I
So
get a
that was a
mag and
good
gas
call.
though in the top right one. That's that'll hurt him later on in the game. Also needs to take the gases. That is, I'd start building those gases in the 4th right now. And I would kill these rocks and take a 5th and just go tier 3. Like there's the Ultra's Den or Ultra's Cavern, I should say, about to go down. Plopped right there.
What are you in Brood War right now? Anyways, yeah, still no players have these Elnaga towers, so map control is really limited to where the
He's got some Vikings
players.
flying around though. He saw the 4th going down.
Uh,
You know, TheJewls knows what's going on right now. He just doesn't know how to approach it. He has double armories going down, looking for like probably going to be air attack and then armor for all vehicles because he doesn't really have much ground mech going on. And there's the changelings going down. Bring them in, just seeing everything. He does not see the engineering bay in the back, but he already knows he has one because he has 1/1 upgrades. He sees the double armory, sees all the production, sees the natural, sees the 3rd. No, he doesn't. Now he'll see the 3rd.
these Hellions are just gonna get smoke checked right now. I like how he got the full surround. He didn't just start attacking from the back. That was amazing. Those Hellions could have done so much damage if it wasn't microed properly, but when microed properly, Hellions versus Zergling, unless in massive numbers, is a really even fight. I don't like that creep tumor. It's taking out the position of that base. He's gonna have to kill that later.
That's fine. Right now it's just spreading the creep. Bases are not important. I saw him. He was attempting to do a drop. He picked up a Marauder or two, but then he just dropped them. He wasn't liking it. He's taking Vikings around and flying around everywhere, over like the towers and stuff. But he should just send a Marine over them and grab some positioning. I do like the Overlords though, over the middle, like I was saying. That's the only spot that a drop could get through you wouldn't notice. But he has Overlords there, then so he would notice. Although the Terran should be bringing his Vikings over there and making sure that he doesn't have that positioning, so that he
Oh, a
can
little bit of
later bring
supply
drops.
block coming from that.
Yeah, and if he went to the left, or if he goes to the bottom, he'll kill one. Goes over to that airspace, he'll kill another one. We'll see he has one right there. That's some good use out of those Vikings. Even if anything, he's clearing up the vision. And here comes 4 Infestors. We can have some burrow tactics. Well, that could be huge. There's no detection in the 3rd.
Ooh.
Or is he just gonna fungal and just 1A his way into victory? Man,
do
Overlord's
see-
dying all over though.
And we do see siege tanks coming out of our Green Terran players.
Oh, the fungals! The fungals! Oh my god, they're huge. Those are huge. All dead marines. The fungals, oh, right there.
That was.
Oh my god, these are dirty.
Ooh, those ultras are going in. Those banelings are.
Those banelings
They
really
don't-
need it. Connect. He has another fungal left. He really needs to be using that. But all those fungals, all that damage.
Speed on those banelings would be a very big deal right now. For getting that upgrade.
He is still just picking off Overlord after Overlord in the main base, though. He's probably killed like 5 or 6 at this point. But his army is just getting mopped up. He only has 1/1 upgrade still. I mean, it's a decent positioning right there. I disagree with that. Siege tanks tank mode do a lot more damage to tank or to ultras. But yeah, it looks like he cleaned up that attack. But how about this one? It's a lot of damage
And
flowing in.
here we're starting to see that swarm style of play where these lings are just going to keep coming in.
He needs those mines in a better position. A few mine hits right there would kill his economy, but it would kill every single every single wing there. That's what he needs. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the Terran can do right now. He's taking a lot of damage. And the Zerg is just macroing up still. He's on 4 bases. He needs to saturate that 4th base, but still he has the bank to just produce from it. He doesn't really have to saturate it that well.
But
He
he
just
does
needs to warm
have
up.
about, I want to say 16 to 20 idle drones sitting in his main that could be manneted up to that 4th base, take the gas there, be
Yeah.
huge. But at this point, I think
This
he
fly's
feels like
doubled.
he's just got the game. So we will see.
That Widow mine attacking the Ultras. Ultras just like thinking Mosquito hit him.
Those Ultralisks are on 4-3 right now, so they are not taking any damage.
And a good game.
Jewels
So we
throwing
have
the
a
heat.
ZVZ finals. And Jules being very polite about it. Enjoy the finals. Blargany being very polite as an observer.
GG for you.